I just...
Sure. Dinner?
Sure.
You sure?
Sure. Yeah. Oh my god, okay. Is this real?
Life is always full of options, but how do we choose the best option for us? Let's pass to David Ng, our Deputy MD and CIO, on how he picks the best solution for our Select Asia ex-Japan Opportunity Fund.
Asia, a lot of people view it as a homogeneous region, but there's a lot of diversity in Asia in terms of countries, in terms of cultures, in terms of where they are in their respective developments. When investing in Asia, you can't ignore the big elephant in the room, which is China. China makes up about 50% of the Asian index, and China is advanced as far as technology is concerned, e-commerce and online transactions is concerned. And there are a variety of ideas that we have capitalized on in China. When you look outside of the North Asian markets, of course there are other countries like India. India would benefit from its demographics. It's got a very young population, it's got a huge domestic consumption base. In Indonesia as well, with the demographics that we see in Indonesia, as people graduate from colleges or universities and enter the workforce, they would want to buy a motorbike, they would want to buy their first house. So the property sector in countries such as Indonesia could benefit from this trend. China is an early adopter of new technology, right? And coincidentally, China is also the largest market within the Asian index. So that's where we spend a lot of our time trying to uncover ideas. Outside of investments into these secular themes, clearly when we move down to investing in, let's say, cyclical sectors, some of these other countries offer these cyclical opportunities. I've touched on India, Indonesia. But when it comes to investing in these other countries, I think we need to pay a lot more attention to the macroeconomic environment of these respective countries. The analysts and the fund management team within the Asian team would be looking at their respective countries or sectors of coverage, and it is their role and job to skim through the universe of ideas out there and to come up with their best ideas. And ultimately it's up to the team and the fund managers from that repository of ideas to construct the portfolios. The Select Asia Opportunity Fund is an Asian-focused fund. In terms of flexibility, firstly, we are allowed to invest up to 30% outside of Asia, and which we have done so in particularly in the US market, in specific investment opportunities of companies listed in the US. Within Asia, as far as our country exposure is concerned or sector allocation is concerned, we do have certain guidelines, but these are very flexible. I think they give us sufficient wiggle room to be flexible to ensure that we are not constrained by having a minimum or maximum exposure to a particular country or a particular sector. Having said that, we are always mindful when it comes especially to sector exposure that we are not overly concentrated in a specific sector, exposing the fund to unnecessarily high sector risks. The other thing we are very mindful of is the liquidity of our underlying investments. We try to ensure that while we do invest in some small caps, we ensure that they are sufficiently diversified and our exposure to small cap stocks is kept within a comfortable limit.